All right. Hey, everybody. It's a great day here in Connecticut. I have the opportunity to first reintroduce to you the old chief, as Raheem calls him, and then I'll have a chance to introduce who I hope will be the new Chief Justice. Let me just say about Richard Robinson, first of all. He's been a Chief Justice for this state. He's been a Superior Court judge. He served this state out of Stanford Corporate Counsel Office, but he's been an incredible judicial leader for the state going back a generation. And more importantly, I've loved the opportunity to work with the chief. We went through some really tough times together during COVID. You know, we had to be able to think on our feet. And it's not simply a matter of stating the law, but also explaining to people what we're doing and why we're doing it. And Chief Robinson did that so well and helped navigate through where in other situations, other states, they had some issues. I'm sorry to see him go. He loves to bicycle 75 miles. Took him a little extra time to bicycle today. But Chief, from a personal note, I've loved the opportunity to serve with you every day. Thank you for what you've done on behalf of the state of Connecticut. Please come say a few words.
This is very bittersweet for me. I love being a judge. I love being an appellate court judge. I love being a Supreme Court justice, and I love being chief. To see that the role will go to someone who had almost that exact same arc really makes me feel incredibly proud. I met Justice Mullins when he was arguing before the appellate court, and Judge Bishop and I were so stunned by how mature and how knowledgeable, how intelligent he was, that we both said, this guy is going to go somewhere. And so we wanted to reach out to him and say, hey, look, you should think about becoming a judge. But I have to tell you, I hesitated because I told Judge Bishop that he would make a great judge, but we need people like him in the state's attorney's office. And so he's doing such a wonderful job there. Then I decided, okay, I can do this. I can say, Attorney Mullins, you should be a judge, thinking it'll take him a while to do that. And it was like the next day he was a judge. And so it's such an honor to be here during this moment. And Governor, you're absolutely right. Being Chief Justice is a very tough job, running a state judiciary, especially when you had troubles like we've had for the last 6 years. But I know that you are the person who can do it and who will do it. So I congratulate the Governor on making an excellent choice, and I congratulate the people of the state of Connecticut to have such a wonderful judicial leader. Governor?
Well, Raheem calls him the old chief, so I can't as well. But you've been an incredible steady hand on the tiller. And Raheem, that's one of the things everybody says about you when it comes to being on the Supreme Court. Raheem, as you know, came up through the judicial system. He was a Superior Court judge, district attorney before that, district attorney's office. Before that, after that, he was also in the Attorney General's office, advocating on behalf of kids, the appeals court, now 7 years on the Supreme Court, where he points out he was the youngest member of the Connecticut Supreme Court and the only grandfather at that time. And what the perspective he has that he brings to the table, I love a guy that not only, look, when I get an opportunity to interview a lot of folks to be judges, and I'm really proud that the best and the brightest want to be judges in the state of Connecticut, I have to count on others in terms of their legal chops, ability to call the balls and strikes, fair-minded, no question about that for both of our Chief Justices here. I also care about a good person, somebody who knows where he's from, somebody who remembers where he's from, somebody who has empathy, somebody who maybe understands where you're coming from. So it's not simply a matter of stating what the law is, but also explaining why I think how important it is. And I can also tell you on a personal note, he wouldn't be anywhere without Michelle. She's been an incredible advocate for him and a partner for him. And I love the way they met. I don't know if you know this, but they met arguing a case, and I think it was child court, met 15 years ago. They went back and forth. They both insisted they won that case. I don't exactly know what happened there. And but Raheem does say it's the last argument he's ever won with his wife. I want to say the Mullins family, thank you for coming. You got to be so proud of your son, so proud of your brother, so proud of your dad. And Raheem, I'm really proud. Opportunity to work with you. You're going to be an amazing Supreme Court justice. From here, we go on to the Judiciary Committee, get interim approval, and then on to the regular session. Raheem? Thanks, my friend. Thank you.
Well, thank you, Governor, for those nice words, and thank you, Chief. It's been a pleasure to work with you all these years, and thank you for all the nice things you just said. I want to first say how honored I am to be nominated by Governor Lamont for the position of Chief Justice, and I deeply appreciate this opportunity. I'm well aware of the gravity and such a responsibility carries, and is with great respect for the people of Connecticut, the state judiciary, and the judicial branch that I approach this new challenge should I be confirmed. At the same time, I recognize the importance of working collaboratively, not only within the judicial branch, but with the executive branch, the legislative branch, and all the other stakeholders as well. As I stand here, I'm immensely grateful to the people in my life who made this day possible. I certainly didn't reach this point on my own, and it is not my own accomplishment. Since becoming a Superior Court judge and then moving on to the Appellate Court and then to the Supreme Court, I've been blessed with wonderful and supportive colleagues at each of those courts. I want to thank them and also thank the incredibly supportive court staff from each of those courts who've helped me to succeed. In particular, I want to thank two judicial mentors to whom I owe so much. One is retired Supreme Court Justice Luby Harper Jr., and the other is Chief Justice Robinson. Chief, the branch will miss your leadership and guidance, and I will miss our long conversations, despite the massive, massive age difference between us. Lastly, I want to thank my mom, Diane, and my dad, Tim, my two superheroes from when I was young, and they're still my superheroes. My wonderful and loving wife, Nichelle, my two daughters, Tatiana and Nia, and my son, Raheem Jr., and my two very, very active grandchildren, Aaliyah and Kyori. I would not be the person I am today, nor would I be standing here without their love and support. I look forward to the challenges ahead and to meet them head on. Thank you, Governor.
So before we take questions, Mullins is not answering questions today out of deference of legislative cautions. We're going to let the Judiciary Committee question first, but of course the Governor is available for any questions you guys have.
The old chief can take them. Greg Dioria can take questions. You can't take questions.
What was it that made this selection in your
As I said before, I love a Chief Justice who knows our court system, all different levels of the court system, given that his ability to understand the law and understand our courts in a way that the leadership of Chief Justice requires, and also want a really good person, somebody that empathizes and understands. I thought Raheem matched those needs.
you will have an opening now. What are your plans for filling out the full complement of the Supreme Court?
There will be one more opening on the Supreme Court with Chief Robinson moving on. And look, first I want to make sure we have a Chief Justice that everybody's signed up on and make sure we get that position done. You know, in the meantime, for the rest of this fall, somebody from the appeals court can step in and fill that, you know, that vacancy, and we'll probably come forward with a new Supreme Court justice, you know, later this fall or early next year for the regular approval process of the legislature.
Did you consult the leadership, the bipartisan leadership of the legislature and the bipartisan leadership of the Judiciary Committee in advance of the selection?
I did,
Solicit
yeah.
their inputs? What did you hear?
I think I heard very positive. I think a lot of people know Raheem, knows his background, knows he's got the legal chops to get the job done, knows that he's been on the Supreme Court for 7 years plus now, knows what he's doing, and I think I've heard a very positive response on both sides of the aisle. Ned, would you like to say anything? No. That's not my option in life. Anything else? Thanks, everybody. Appreciate your being here.